jokes to each other. Oh,
My mother's not a beast, damn you!
we worship the youth of our country. What about the elderly?
All right, look, calm down, because this is Facebook. This is different from real TV.
Hang up on this guy, you sick freak!
Turn the volume down on this. I'm not ready for that kind of garbage. Is the graphics working?
Would you stop it, you scumbag freak? Dadgummit, I wish I could just...
All right, am I on now? Am I on now? After the juvenile opening? Hey, you, the viewer, God bless you. Thank you for watching the Uncle Henry Internet Show tonight. I want to first apologize for last week's show. And I would like to apologize not just to you, the viewer, but also to Kyle Hansing of NBC 15. I was hoping that he would be a gateway guest, that the show would be good, that he would be a gateway guest, and then I would get just a constant flow of celebrities from NBC 15, all of the famous people that work there, like Alan Seales and Darwin and Alan Seales. But it didn't go well, unfortunately. It was embarrassing. And so, Kyle, I'm sorry for all of the horrible phone calls that came in. We are making some show improvements here. In fact, so I'll know what time it is during the show, I brought my special 10 Commandments clock. You see Moses on the clock. And at the top of the hour, the 10 Commandments, one commandment gets played. Let me test it for you. See if you can hear this.
Thou shalt not commit adultery.
One of my favorite commandments, thou shalt not commit adultery. Hey, think about that out. You know the people out, that you live off of Hillcrest Road in some of those nice neighborhoods. You know what I'm talking about. Reflect on that commandment. Now, tonight's show is going to be kind of a transition program because we're leaving the stay-at-home order and we're transitioning into the safer at home as we still punish some businesses' order. So we're going to have some transitioning we're going through. By the way, the special guest tonight on the program, when we get to him, is the world-famous sock cop. Yes, indeed. Famous around the world. He's very popular in Australia, very popular in Canada. People in Theodore don't know about him. It's bizarre. But sock cop, we're going to talk about the curfew, catching speeders, law enforcement in Mobile County and around the world. All of that we'll get into with sock cop coming up. Now, this is going to be the final Uncle Henry bedtime story for senior citizens because we're ending, hush up, because we're ending the quarantine period. And I'm sure all the big celebrities are going to stop doing their stories for little children. So I'll eventually stop doing the bedtime stories as well. But we've got one for you right here. And is it okay for me to stand here, crew? All right. We're going to do a bedtime story for senior citizens tonight. The title of tonight, and by the way, this is for all the good, upstanding senior citizens out there. Nobody cares about what the senior citizens want and need except for me. And so if you have a senior citizen in your household, make sure that they get a chance to hear this story. Maybe you can wheel them toward your computer or whatever you're watching this on. Or maybe you can go to them in their adjustable bed and let them look at your tablet as I read the bedtime story for senior citizens. Tonight's story is entitled Nellie's Noisy Neighbor. Once upon a time, there was an upstanding senior citizen named Nellie. Nellie was an 84-year-old widow who lived in a modest home on Old Government Street. She struggled financially because her late husband, Charlie, invested all their savings into a new product called CBG oil, thinking that it was CBD oil. Nobody wanted CBG oil, so they lost everything. Charlie was a wonderful man, but he never read the fine print. Late one night, After 9 o'clock, Nellie was awakened by a horrible sound. The windows of her house rattled, and it sounded like a freight train. Nellie was terrified. She got up her courage, peeked out her bedroom window, and discovered where the ungodly sound was coming from. It was Timmy, the teenage boy that lived next door. Timmy just turned 16 and drove an old, dirty, white Toyota Corolla. He put a new sound system in his car to impress his friends at Murphy High School, and it was loud. The music was so loud, Nellie couldn't figure out who or what it was. Was it rock? Was it rap? She didn't know. She just knew that it hurt. She could feel it in her bones. Timmy had the car parked in his mom's driveway, close to Nellie's house, and blasted his car stereo as loud as he could for 2 more songs. Nellie thought she saw 2 other houses turn their lights on, but she was hearing the worst of it. The loud music could not be escaped, even when she put in earplugs. It was the worst night she'd had since the night her husband Charlie passed away after he slipped on some spilled CBG oil. That's sick. It's sick to chuckle at that. He slipped on some spilled CBG oil and hit his head on the toilet. Later the next day, 84-year-old Nellie knocked on the door of Timmy's house, and Timmy's mother, Tammy, answered. Tammy was a divorced woman in her 40s who paid little attention to Timmy. Tammy was a chain-smoking assistant manager at the Dollar Tree and was more interested in her boyfriend, Leo, who was studying to become an occupational therapist. Tammy heard occupational therapists made good money, and she hoped Leo could help make her a better life with frequent trips to the Biloxi casinos in the Floribama. Tammy didn't want to spend time dealing with Timmy. Nellie told Tammy how Timmy woke her up with his loud, scary car stereo. And Nellie asked Tammy if she would stop Timmy and get Timmy to turn it down. Tammy listened to Nellie's complaint and then smirked with a glint of steel in her eyes. Tammy spit out, "He's a teenage boy. That's what they do. Mind your own business." And then Tammy called Nellie the bad word. Nellie immediately burst into tears and rushed home as fast as she could move at age 84. She had only been called the bad word once before in her life. It was traumatic. It was 50 years ago at her husband's company Christmas party when she accidentally spilled her cocktail on a man named Ed's shirt. Ed was a little drunk and called her the bad word. Nellie's husband Charlie was dressed as Santa at the company Christmas party, and when he heard what Ed said, he dragged Ed out into the parking lot and punched him over and over and over again until Ed hid under a '69 Mustang. To this day, every time Nellie sees a Mustang, she thinks of the man who called her a bad word and how he had to hide under a Mustang to escape her husband who was dressed as Santa. By the way, because the incident happened 50 years ago, both Charlie and Ed got to keep their jobs because human resources had not been invented yet. Nellie's cheeks burned, and she was very mad and very sad and very afraid. Her neighbor Tammy called her a bad word, and Charlie was no longer alive, so he could not punch Tammy. As Nellie pondered her awful dilemma, things got worse. Timmy, the teenager, arrived home from Murphy in his old dirty white Toyota Corolla and cranked up his car sound system again and shook all of Nellie's house. It was horrible. Once again, the music was so loud, Nellie could feel it in her bones. What could she do? Nellie didn't think the police would help this time because she had already called them too much. Nellie had called the police every time the gas company sent someone to read the gas meter. She thought the meter reader was coming to rob her. That got the police mad. So Nellie got even sadder. She felt totally defeated. She felt despair. But then, right when she was about to give up, she remembered she remembered a kind-looking man she saw on Facebook in a video. He was a bald-headed lawyer who talked so much on Facebook. Nellie thought he must really need some work. And he had an easy name to remember. His name was Matt Green. Nellie used Facebook to find the bald-headed lawyer, Matt Green. And when she called him, he answered right away because he really needed the work. Nellie told her whole story to the bald-headed lawyer, Matt Green. And he listened to every detail about the music from Timmy's car and the foul language from Timmy's mother, Tammy. The bald-headed lawyer, Matt Green, told Nellie, "These people have violated your constitutional rights." And this excited Nellie. She had forgotten all about the Constitution, just like most Americans had. Bald-headed lawyer Matt Green said, "Don't worry, Miss Nellie. I will send Tammy and Timmy a strongly worded letter filled with big, long words, and I will use my law firm's letterhead. A letter using a lawyer's letterhead can accomplish almost anything." 2 days later, Timmy and Tammy received the special letter using the bald-headed lawyer Matt Green's letterhead with strong, big, long words. And it worked. Never again did Timmy blast his car's sound system so loud. And Tammy never uttered a bad word again to Nellie. And 84-year-old Nellie could afford the bald-headed lawyer Matt Green's fee because he allowed her to pay him in small installments over the course of many months. And Nellie lived happily ever after. The end. And if you're a senior citizen, I hope somebody's there to tuck you in the way you tucked them in. And if they're not there to tuck you in tonight, what ungrateful creeps. All right, now next, we've all been worried about a lot during the coronavirus crisis. In fact, this quarantine, the coronavirus, the government, all of it, worrying about our health. A point for you to ponder after the show is, what's more dangerous, coronavirus or stupid people? Now, I don't have an answer to that. That's up to you. It's a talk topic. Maybe after the show, before you go to sleep, you can have that conversation with your family. Or tomorrow morning when you're having lunch 6 feet apart. What's more dangerous, stupid people or coronavirus? Think about it, because it ties into our next segment of the show. It's my coronavirus blankual health minute. Now, ordinarily, I would never talk about blank on this show. I like to think of the human body as being like Ken and Barbie dolls with no type of genitalia whatsoever. And I like to never think of the reproductive system or how babies are made. In fact, I'll apologize to any elderly women that are listening. Already you're uncomfortable, as am I, discussing such a delicate topic. But I was watching the Mobile County Health Department's press conference earlier this week that was held by their epidemiologist, Dr. Mindy Rurfrey. And Dr. Mindy Rurfrey got a question from a stupid person on Facebook. And the stupid person's question was, can you catch coronavirus by having blank? Now, we're not allowed to shake hands. We're not allowed to shake hands. We can't get a haircut. But stupid people wonder, well, can I blank? What about that? So she had to answer the question. Now, as a public service, we're going to play her answer, but don't worry. I got together with Johnny Gwynn and his inexpensive wino crew, and it took about 20, 25 minutes. We took the answer and we took all the nasty words and we bleeped them out. We bleeped all the nasty words out.
You sent it too late. We didn't have time.
We bleeped all the nasty words out.
No,
What do you mean? Don't play it if we didn't bleep it out.
Uncle Henry, KP here. The
What are you doing? Now that's not.
Someone submitted a question to say if you could transmit COVID
Don't play
during
it.
sex. And I just want to make sure that I'm clear here that
Johnny.
We really do not know if coronavirus is present in body fluids like
No. Don't talk about body fluids on this show. We don't acknowledge body fluids.
But you are in very close quarters when you are having sexual intercourse.
Hey, stop it! All right, cover your kids' ears.
Through kissing.
Cover grandma's ears. Cover the ears.
Sexual play, you may be exposing each other that way. And I also want to remind you that there is information out there to show that COVID can be shed in feces.
Hey, what are you doing? Stop it, stop it, stop it.
Again, wash your hands, wash your toys, use your physical distancing when you can. All right.
You didn't send it in time. I told you, don't send the file right before the show.
All right, okay, all right, look. Let every show be a dadgum train wreck. Let every show be a damn train wreck. You know, my career was already on a ventilator. There's there's nothing beyond the ventilator. Once your career's on the ventilator and I'm on the damn internet at night. They won't even let me in broadcast television. Thanks for nothing. All right, we're going to go through this, and then next week, I don't know. All right, the next segment of the show, let's get back to stupid people that are under quarantine that need our help. We're going to go through some mental health. This is more mental health for you, the people that are under quarantine. And this is a story the story is out of Minnesota. This is a real-life story. It was one of the top trending stories last week at mynbc15.com. It caught my attention. It caught Johnny Gwynn's attention in between glasses of wine. And the gist of the story was that there were some stupid people in Minnesota, and they were on lockdown. They were on quarantine. It was a mom and her daughter. And the mother thought, I want to do something to give my daughter some activity, so we'll stupidly get in our car and we'll play Pokemon Go in the neighborhood. So they drove around their neighborhood playing Pokemon Go. This is like one of the top red flags of low IQ, is let's play Pokemon Go. So they were stopping and starting all through the neighborhood playing Pokemon Go with a low IQ. And now all the neighbors that were still hiding in their houses from the coronavirus, they were just as stupid. And they saw this person, and they thought, there's somebody in the neighborhood. And they're stopping and starting, let's call the police. So they called the police. This happened in Minnesota, and the police showed up, and they stopped the woman and her daughter, and thank the Lord, the police there were not stupid. And they let the lady go, and they told all the neighbors that you people were idiots to call the police. So the stupid people felt bad for their stupidity, and the way they apologized, and this really caught Johnny Gwynn's attention, the way they apologized was they baked them a cake that said, sorry, we called the cops on you. Now we have the picture. You showing the picture? Sorry, we called the cops on you. And so this was very inspiring to Johnny, and he thought, why don't we, is there a possibility that we can spread kindness throughout Mobile by baking each other cakes to apologize? So we thought one cake would be, sorry for peeing on your Doug Jones 2020 yard sign. That'd be a nice one. Sorry our teenage son ruined your daughter's life. Sorry your 10-foot privacy fence still isn't private enough. Sorry my Mardi Gras society blackballed you. That, by the way, applies to me. Sorry our kid got into UMS right and yours didn't. Are we done with our apology cakes? All right, now, along the lines of mental health again, as people were losing their minds over the past several weeks, being stuck at home under the government's orders, the Mobile County Health Department, they trotted out their professional counselor, and she gave advice to people who were feeling really stressed out, people that were quarantined, seeing their businesses be destroyed. And she suggested that you could ease your stress by taking a hot bath or doodling, and she advised you to use adult coloring books. So we've had from KP of shirtbutter.com different coloring book pages that you have been able to color, and you've been submitting them to us. We want to show you some of the submissions that have come in. We got some pretty good ones. Here it's Stacy Wellborn, Lady Wellborn, 29 years old. Now you did that on an iPad? Very nice. She did that on an iPad. Beautiful job there. Louise, age 11, I think did the same thing, an iPad. Again, this is an illustration of me from several years ago, right when I moved to Mobile, before I started going to Fusakli's and Whataburger on a regular basis. So that's why I look real big and bloated compared to this. This is from the talented musician, B. Graves. Now let's stop here. Now he knows I like bacon, so he's got a bouquet of bacon, but I'm not wearing headbands, tie-dye, Budweiser. I don't know what kind of fantasy this is, but it is unrealistic. And do we have one more? We do. Oh, now this one, Sharon Lane. We don't know the age. It's even though men and women are supposed to be equal now in society, you still can't ask a woman her age. So Sharon age question mark. She is really, I don't know what happened to her. But look at this. She's transformed me into a dopehead. A dopehead with a mullet, with the peace sign all over my jacket, and wearing a peace sign, and holding something that's either hemp or full-fledged dope. And she writes that on the weekends, Uncle Henry is known as the high smoothie. Anybody got any Twinkies? Which is absolutely dadgum ridiculous that you would even do anything like that. Sharon Lane, it's good that we have given up on the coloring book stuff. No more coloring. If this is what people are going to do to my image, then no more. All right, before we get into our guest, a couple of reminders. The official Uncle Henry face mask is still available at shirtbutter.com. I got mine today, and it's awkward for me to put on, but this, why not? Why not have some fun during the pandemic? So if you want to get yours, get them while supplies last, shirtbutter.com. While we're on the topic of masks, I do want to show another mask. You can't buy this. This was a gift to me. This was made by Chastity of LA Body Art. And it says, "I love Jesus." And I've been wearing it. And you know what I like about this? Now, I like the other one from shirtbutter.com because you get to have fun with your mask. And you might engage in a pleasant COVID-19 conversation. But this is a wonderful test of the people around you. Because when you walk into the store wearing this and people look at you and smirk or smile, you know they're going to the devil. They're more likely to go to the devil than they were before. We'll get into that a little bit later as well. But thank you to KP of shirtbutter.com. Order the Uncle Henry mask at shirtbutter.com. And thank you to Chastity of LA Body Art for making me an I Love Jesus mask. I like to think that it adds an extra level of protection from the coronavirus to have Jesus mentioned on the mask. Now let me check my clock before we talk to Sock Cop. We are, dadgum, we've eaten up a lot of show. We're almost halfway done with the show. Let me hear another commandment.
Thou shalt not steal.
Dadgum right, you shalt not steal. Especially in Mobile County and Baldwin County, people like to conceal carry, and they've got all kind of weaponry. All right, I'm now proud to welcome to the Uncle Henry Internet Show one of my favorite law enforcement agents of all time, and that would be the world-famous Sock Cop.
Hey, yes,
Sock
Didios. Yes, Didios. Hey, thank you for having me so much, Uncle Henry. I'm very excited to be here. Very excited to be here.
Now, Sock Cop, this is kind of like a dream for me in that I've always wanted to follow in the footsteps of the great Jimmy Dean. And Jimmy Dean, many people know him for his delicious sausage product.
I love the sausage.
But he also had a variety show from 1963 to 66, and he used to talk to Ralph the dog just like this.
Oh.
You're kind of like my Ralph.
Wow, that is the highest compliment that I've been paid all day, 100%.
Wonderful. All right, well, Sock Cop, the curfew has just been lifted.
That's true, yeah.
Did you patrol during curfew?
Yeah, I did patrol during the curfew. I was out there, trying to make sure that the streets and everything was safe, and I was out there doing the things I was.
What was it like? Did you see a lot of people out during the curfew?
Yeah, well, there was several people that was out there, and they were just like, hey, I'm going to go down to the Waffle House or whatever. And I was like, Waffle House is closed. Get out of here with your garbage. And but there was a whole bunch of people that was out there doing the things, yeah.
And that was it? They only wanted to go get food?
Well, usually food, or sometimes people, they would try and pull the whole like, oh, I'm lost. I'm from out of town. And I'm like, you're from Baldwin County. Get out of here with your garbage.
This is good. Sock Cop already delivering with vital information. See, Sock Cop, I'm never out between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. I don't know what happens out there.
Nothing good.
What happens between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. on a regular basis?
No, nothing good. Most of the people that are out there, they see the streets are a little bit more empty. So some of them try and play Vin Diesels and go out there and do the speedings and speed racings and all that kind of stuff. So I got to shut those people down. And, otherwise they're just, just rolling around with nothing else to do. They got no job, got no, just hanging around, driving, just driving.
So, Sock Cop, if I'm ever out after 10 o'clock, maybe due to a medical emergency, and I see people out on the road, should I assume that they're all unemployed up to no good?
And probably on some sort of drug, yes, probably.
Really?
Yeah, just based on my experience, nothing good happens once you start talking that late at night. There's not most good people are in the bed. I'm usually snoozing unless I got to work, doing things. So that's a fair assessment. I always assume that everybody's on drugs at all times.
Good. Sock Cop, if you were to see somebody dressed, I know you saw the coloring book page that Sharon Lane did.
I did, yes.
Where she depicted me incorrectly wearing a jacket with peace signs all over it. Are peace signs a red flag of a dope head?
Oh, no, peace sign, that's just peace. That's just saying, hey, man, no problems. We're all cool here talking about peace and love and understanding. So, no, that's totally fine.
What about the mullet she drew on me?
Well, the mullet has come back. Ever since the Tiger Man has done the things, the mullet has come back in a big way. A lot of mullets being grown during this pandemic gimmick.
Hey, you're a law enforcement officer. Have you seen that Tiger show?
I did. I watched a little bit of it, yeah. And but then I actually realized I was watching Jerry Springer for 2.5 hours. And then, so no, I haven't seen it.
All right. Now, during the curfew, Mobile City Councilman Fred Richardson at several city council meetings talked about how he personally was out after 10 o'clock going into every part of Mobile, patrolling Mobile himself, and he's told the people that he was making sure that people were obeying the curfew, and if they weren't, he was going to come up with stronger rules. Did you work with Fred Richardson, or did you see him out?
No, I did not see Fred Richardson. I did not work with him. I did not know that he was out there doing the patrols. If I would have caught him, I would have been like, hey, what are you doing out there? Because, he's not a policeman. What's he doing out there?
Well, he wanted to see if he could come up with new rules.
That sounds like an excuse to me. I think he just wanted to go to Waffle House or something like that. That's what it sounds like to me. I know he's a big fan of the moon pies. Maybe he was trying to go down to the moon pie store.
Hey, Sock Cop, we have some pictures that we want to get your I want to hear your descriptions. All right,
what do we got?
thanks a lot. This group, dadgum these people working here. They played a blankingly explicit clip earlier
Oh, I heard
that
that.
probably cleared the room, and then now they can't even get the dadgum pictures on the screen. All right, now
Oh, there we
this is you doing what?
Hey, that's me during the Mardi Gras. They let me come on the Studio 10 shows on the Channel 10, and they was asking me about the Mardi Gras and things like that, and catching the beads and whatnot. It was a good time. Hey,
Now
thanks for reminding me.
this guy Joe Emer.
Yeah, that's Joe Ema right there.
Now,
yeah.
is he the same off camera as he is on camera?
You know, I would have to say, yeah, I think he is. I think he is.
So then he's basically very dull.
Oh,
That's not bad.
What- I
That's
mean-
good. I like Joe Emer.
he's never done anything very unexpected. I'll say that. I've never been
Good.
talking to him, and then all of a sudden he's just
That's
like
good.
whammo, pulls a somersault or something. He's pretty standard.
This is good. See, that's what I like about Joe Emer. He's the same on as he is off.
Right.
Nothing unexpected. You know what you get with Joe Emer. And he pretends that I'll put it this way. He's nice to my face. And Sock Cop, that's all I care about now at my age. I don't care if when you leave here, you dog me and say horrible things about me and spread things. As long as you pretend to like me while you're with me, that's all I care about.
Well, it's the pretending that counts. That's what they say.
It's
the pretending
exactly
that counts.
right. That's especially when you're opening Christmas gifts and things like that.
Well, yeah, you got to be like, oh, I needed this sweater. Thank you so much. And then whammo, straight to Goodwill.
All right, now the other person, go back to the picture. I wasn't done. The other person, that lady, how do you spell her last name?
Oh, that's my good friend Chelsea Sayasan. Yes, indeed. Her last name, let me see. Hold on. I get my letters and numbers mixed up. Hang on. Sayasan. That's how you spell her last name. Sayasan. Look at that. Isn't that great?
Say Asan, is that how you say it?
Yeah, Sayasan. It ain't
By
spelled
the way,
that way.
she has been, I'm affiliated with NBC 15, and only rarely will I see 10 just to confirm that Emer's still Emer. But she's pretty good.
Oh yeah,
She's pretty good.
No, she's great. Yeah, she's a wonderful person. I
All right,
enjoy hanging out with her.
the next picture. Now this is you with who's this guy?
Hey, that's my good buddy Tom Green.
Tom Green.
Yeah, Tom Green.
Famous in the '90s on MTV.
Yeah. Canadian fella, you know the guy.
Still very famous stand-up.
Yeah, he's doing some stand-up things. I went and saw him in Fort Walton Beach. He came by.
What
And,
were
me
you
and
doing
him
on
hung
his
out.
show?
Well, he did sort of a show. It was sort of like this, but not as good. But where he, did like a show from his house.
Yeah.
And so I called in via Skype. You can see my chair right over there. I had just bought that chair, and I'm very excited. I've got 4 of those, and they all go around. I think they're very comfortable. I've since bought little cushions and stuff to go into them, but the dining room is looking really nice.
What is Tom Green like? Was he
Tom Green.
nice to you?
Oh
or
yeah,
was
no, he was fine. He's a good guy. We actually, whenever I met him, I gave him a Sock Cop T-shirt, and he went into the trunk of his rented Mustang and pulled out a Tom Green T-shirt that was the wrong size and gave it to me. So it was really nice of him. I love that.
That's
That was
wonderful.
great. That was a nice gesture.
All right. See, the people in Theodore, they've never heard of Sock Cop. He's with this guy that you may not have heard of either.
Yeah, that's
All right,
true.
next picture. Now, you won an award from Periscope.
Well, no, I lost an award for Periscope. I lost an award. I came close. See what it says?
You
It
were a
says
finalist.
A finalist, yeah. That's a fancy word for first loser. I went to New York's, and they said, "Hey, you're nominated for this award." And then I went to New York, and I was like, "Hey, where's my award?" And they were like, "Oh, about that."
All right, explain to the viewer, what is Periscope?
Periscope is a telephone application in which anyone can download and freely go live to the entire world, or nobody. Usually is the way that it goes.
Like Facebook?
Yeah, it's sort of like the Facebook Lives, except your grandma don't know about it.
All right. So you go on Periscope, and people watch you from all over the world?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I got some buddies in Australia. I got some buddies up in Canada and the United Kingdom. Are they still united? Did they do that whole? Did they break up the band?
I don't wanna
remember.
get into
Okay, well, I'm
politics.
sorry about that. I was good. But I got friends up there, and we do the things, and it's a good time. People watch.
All right,
some reason.
Johnny Gwynn just came behind the camera and said, We're on Periscope tonight.
Oh, are we on Periscope right
How
now?
about that?
Look at that. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Hello, Periscope. Can
Now,
they see me? Hey, everybody. How's it going? It's your old pal Sock Cop. I'm on a different channel, but I'm doing the things. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take over your show. I just want to say hey to my
this
friends.
is good. Hey, I don't get paid to do this,
Oh, me neither.
so take over.
Okay.
Now,
Hey,
the,
everybody. Oh, okay.
But you went to New York. Did Periscope pay your way?
No, they did not pay the way. No, they did not pay the way.
Well,
This, I was going
well,
by
then
anyway.
Periscope, shame on Periscope.
Yeah, well, shame on them.
But you were a finalist as what?
It's the Periscoper of the Year, which I believe is a category that has since been discontinued. I think there was only one. And
All
then
right,
they were,
well-
whoops, sorry about that.
All right, well, then what's the next picture? This is, you sell T-shirts?
That is a T-shirt. Yes, it is. I do sell T-shirts. They're available on the internet. Just Google it. And I don't know who that guy is.
Just
but,
Google it.
yeah,
You don't have a website?
No, I don't think so. You could just Google it. It's there. I mean, you can find it.
All right,
It's
are
not
there-
hard to find.
Are there any other sock cop pictures?
What is it?
Oh, no, you
yeah.
ran for president?
I did. I ran for president. I don't know if you noticed. I did not win, but I did run for president in 2016. And my slogan was a leader, not a speeder. And also the B slogan was, "Hey America, slow down."
That's outstanding.
Well,
sock
see,
cop.
that's what I thought too. But here we are, and I ain't president. So what are you going to do?
Do you have any future aspirations? Right now, a lot of people are very, very irritated with almost all of the politicians.
Right.
Have you thought about running for office again?
No, I have not. Basically, just because of what you just said. So I do not want to become a politician because then people would turn against me faster than people do speeding
Well,
down
people
Airport
already,
Boulevard.
people get mad when you give them a ticket, don't they?
Well, yeah, they get mad, but they deserve it. I don't care if they get mad.
All right.
You were
okay.
speeding.
All right, are there any other sock cop pictures?
Oh, that's that time. Well, see, okay, this happened. Well, that didn't happen.
Oh, my goodness.
No, that's not real. That's not real. That's not me. That's actually a doppelganger. I guess that somebody cobbled together with cardboard. And,
Why would
and some
somebody
things.
do something? You know what? Sock cop, as you deal with lawbreakers, you're always dealing with lawbreakers. Do you ever wonder deep down inside why? Why is there evil? Why do people do wicked things? Do you ever think these things?
I do. Every once in a while, I think, why do people do all these bad things? And then I see a speeder, and then I go give him a ticket, and then I move on with my life. I don't, my brain is only so big. I don't have room for all those deep thoughts.
He and I, you'd think you wouldn't have a lot in common with the sock, but we're really on the same page on a lot of things.
Here we are, yeah.
All right, are there any other? Okay, so this is where we find you.
Oh, yeah, there's a website, periscope.tv/sockup. That's a website on which, if you click upon, you will see my face and videos and things like that. That's on the internet.
All right, very good. All right, now, and you're also on iHeartRadio doing what?
Oh, I do a podcast. A Sockcast. Hey, you see what I did? Whoops. You see what I did there? It's a Sockcast.
Yeah.
Instead of a podcast.
What's on the podcast?
Well, I interviewed a bunch of people. So there's a bunch of interviews with people, a lot of other people that used Periscope and things like that. So, if you want to listen to two people you've never heard of talk to each other, that's a good place to go. Eventually, I ran out of friends, and so I just started making stuff up. So there's, some weird radio plays and things on there, too, if you're interested in that.
Okay, well, so this is awesome. All right, now we're going to be going to phones here in a moment. Are we done with the pictures?
We have that one more segment.
Yeah, I know that, but we're going to do that segment now.
I'll put the number up.
All right, we're getting ready to go to phones for me and Sock Cop. You all right with that, Sock Cop?
Yeah, no, that sounds good. I love a telephone.
Before we do that, we're just going to take a brief time out to go over a special list.
Okay, that's cool. I got to go use the little socks room. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, go
can
right
I take
ahead.
off? Okay, all right. I'll
Go
be
right
right
ahead.
back. BRB.
All right, this won't take long. I had a wonderful nostalgic moment earlier this week when somebody that used to watch me and listen to me back in 1989 jumped in on the Uncle Henry Show Facebook chat room as I was doing my morning radio show. By the way, I am on ridiculously early on something called AM radio, 7:10 a.m. a lady jumped in the chat room, and she said that back in 1989, she had won some Motley Crue concert tickets on the radio, and that I was on the radio, and I told her that because she was going to take her kids to the Motley Crue concert, she was going to go straight to hell. That's what I told her. And I got to reflecting on that. And I remembered, I thought, yes, back in the late 1980s, I was younger, I was more raw, and I would tell people that they were going straight to hell. But now in the year 2020, I've mellowed. I think I've grown as a person, in spirit, not just in girth. And I would never, ever tell somebody that they were going straight to hell. I'd never do that now. I don't want to be in judgment of your soul. That's not up to me. That's between you and the Lord. But I think it would be appropriate to just suggest to you that you might want to change some behaviors, because if you continue with those behaviors, you're more likely to go to the devil. And so that's what I say to people now. Hey, knock it off, because if you don't, you're more likely to go to the devil. In fact, we've got a list here of people that are more likely to go to the devil. For example, parents who buy Motley Crue concert tickets for their kids, they're definitely more likely to go to the devil. Politicians who destroy the livelihoods of barbers, they're more likely to go to the devil. Politicians who destroy the livelihoods of restaurant owners, they're more likely to go to the devil. Now, there's another set of people that are more likely to go to the devil. I want to share with you a terrible, terrible voicemail that was left by someone that I think was driven mad by being in quarantine for 6 weeks. Let's play the horrible voicemail.
Uncle Henry, KP here. The P's are having a fart noise contest. We're going to let you be the judge. We've got first contestant number 1. Okay, now we've got contestant number 2. And then there's contestant number 3.
Silent but deadly.
Also known as a squeaker, and then contestant number 4. Let me hold a second. Hold this phone. All right, which one was the best?
All right, number 4 on the list, parents who teach their children to make flatulent sounds. You're more likely to go to the devil. I'm not saying you're going, I'm just saying you're more likely now to go to the devil. Let's continue. The guy who cut me off in traffic on my way here, it was Ann and Dolphin Street. In a Jeep, you know who you are. Next on the list, adults who like puppets. Now, if you're a kid, I mean, fine. But if you're over the age of 21 and you still like puppets, you need to go talk to your pastor, something like that.
But you said you like Jim Dandy.
Stop it! Number 7, adult males with non-conforming hairstyles. They're more likely to go to the devil. There's only a couple of guys. Look, I hate to be, this nonconformist garbage. You know, Jesus had long hair, and he could get away with it. He's Jesus. He can do whatever. And it's good because he's Jesus. And the only other guy I can think of that can get away with it is Chico the drummer. You know Chico? He's got the really stupid hair. He can get away with it because he's earned his nonconformist hairstyle through years of service as a drummer in Mardi Gras parades. But everybody else with the long hair, you're over 21, you got the long hair, and you're a male. Come on now. Be normal. All right, next on the list, anyone associated with the baby shark crap. You know, Ariel, who was a guest on the show a few weeks ago, Ariel brought her son with her. I think he's 4 years old, up to the radio station today. And I walked into her studio to wish her a happy birthday. And this awful song was playing. And I said, "What is that?" And she didn't even know what I was talking about at first because she had learned to tune it out. It was the Baby Shark crap. It's going to drive people mad. Number 9, grown-ups, especially in this country, who care what the royal family is doing. You know, I walk through the grocery stores and I see on these magazines, Harry is upset because Meghan is making him leave. What kind of perverted morons care what Meghan and Harry are up to? How about joining the rest of us in reality? People's lives are being destroyed by government edicts, and all you care about is where is Meghan and Harry going to live? And then number 10, of course, this could be you. If you call in, when we go to the phones, are we even going to be able to go to the phones?
As of right now, yes.
If we go to the, you could end up on the, I kind of want to put Johnny on there for the horrible clip earlier that had body fluids in it. But you could be on the dadgum list with your phone calls. Now, is Sock Cop back?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. I was just, enjoying the show.
All right, Sock Cop, would you like to take some phone calls with me? But wait, let me look and see what time it is. Oh, we've got a limited time left in the show. I don't know if we'll go long. If the calls are like last week, we will not go long.
Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor.
When you bear false witness about my mama's weight, you're breaking a commandment and you're more likely to go to the devil. Ooh. All right. The telephone number's up. Are we able to take calls? Yes. Do we have any? Yes. All right, let's go to the phones. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hello, good evening, Uncle Henry. Good evening.
Yes?
Is this, I have a question. This is Habib. I have a question for Sock Cop.
Oh, okay. Hey, what's going on there, Habib? How's it going?
It is good. I had heard a rumor that you were related somehow to the policemen in the Village People.
Not that I'm aware of. No, I haven't done the ancestry.coms or anything to find anything out. But not that I know of.
No affiliation.
No affiliation that I'm aware of. No, but that would be awesome though, because he could probably give me like tickets and backstage passes.
All right, hang up on this guy. I mean, the Village
Thank you. Have a
People.
nice day.
Hey, hang up on the guy. You know, what kind of a twisted mind looks at this officer of the law and connects him to the Village People? All right, is there another call? All right, hello, caller.
Hey, Uncle Henry, how's it going?
It's going good.
Hey, how come Sock Cop doesn't have a mask on? You know, he's breathing on you over there.
Sir, the sock itself. Don't you know about socks?
I am mad.
Have you ever worn a sock?
Yeah, I made a mask out of my sock.
All right, well, see, he is personal protection equipment.
Hey, but check this out, though.
War Eagle.
Oh, hey, quit that! Hang up on that person. All right, who's next?
I do have a mask, just
Oh,
in case
wonderful.
I need one. Just in case.
See, he doesn't even need one, but he's conscientious.
I just want to make people feel at ease. They're like, hey, where's his mask? There it is. It's right there.
Thank you.
It's
But before we
slippery.
go to the next call, Sock Cop, people at ease, have you ever had to, we often in films, in movies and TV shows, police officers will talk people off ledges. Mm-hmm. And have you ever talked anybody off a ledge or anything?
No, I can't say that I've talked anybody off a ledge. I believe that, I mostly catch the speeders. If they put me on that duty, I would probably say, if you do fall, please try not to fall too fast. That's probably the way that I would handle it.
Is there another call? Hello? Caller?
Hey.
Yes.
Yeah, tonight's show's awesome. Sock Cop, you're awesome.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey, Uncle Henry, you should be like Sock Cop and wear an extra sock to entertain people.
What do you mean?
You could wear an extra sock to entertain people. You
Huh?
could be like the Red Hot Chili Peppers and wear it on your wiener.
Hey, cut that guy off! Hey! You know, this is on Johnny. For playing that clip earlier, it's opened a floodgate of trash. And by the way, what a pervert. We've got a rule on the show. Nothing is discussed that happens below the belt area.
That's a good rule.
It is a good rule, isn't it?
Very good rule. Yeah,
All
I
right.
like that rule.
Would you, hey, Johnny, is there another call? Hello, caller.
Hello there. Good evening. Mr. Sock Cop, was you aware that they opened the beaches back up yesterday afternoon?
Yeah, I did hear that. A shark friend of mine was very happy about it.
Well, you know, one of the beaches, they were delayed in opening it because the people called in said that they couldn't get in the water because something that looked like a whale had beached on the sand, and the police came down and checked it out. It was Uncle Henry's big fat mama.
Cut him off! Oh. Cut him off! You freak! You sleazebag! You're a deviant, is what you are. Talking about Sock Cop. This person, isn't that a crime to verbally insult somebody's mother? Isn't that a crime?
Well, yeah, that is harassment. He dialed the phone and said disparaging things about your mother. Yeah, that would be harassment.
Thank you.
But that's not my department, sorry.
This is so reassuring. You know, it is great having you here as a resource.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad I've got, can help out every once in a while. It's good.
All right, is there another call? All right, let's take another call. Hello, caller.
I'm a perverted moron with a nonconformist hairstyle.
What?
I'm a perverted moron with a nonconformist hairstyle.
Just hang up. Hang up on them. Hang up on them now. What's going on?
I think that was a perverted moron with a nonconformist hairstyle.
Sock Cop, the technology today, we ought to be able to touch a button and hang up on an ass. And we can't. We can't do it. In the old days, you'd hang up.
Oh, yeah.
And now I say hang up and they're, oh, what are we doing? All right, can we take another call? Can you take a call? You can take them, but you can't release them, can you? Can we take a call? Hello.
Hey, Sock Cop, got a question for you. What did Uncle Henry's wig say to the sock?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. What did Uncle Henry's wig say through the sock?
I'll go on ahead and you can go on foot.
All right.
That's pretty good.
Can you hang up on that creep?
I do have to say that was pretty good.
You know, people that have a hair problem, you've made fun of overweight women, even though my mother's normal sized.
Normal size.
You've made comments tonight about people wearing socks on their nether regions. You've commented on me. I'm wearing a hairpiece, and you want to point it out to diminish me as a person. You're sick. Is there another call? Hello.
Hey, Uncle Henry.
Yes.
I just wanted to say thank you for bringing up the fact that a lot of people in these trying times have forgotten that you need to pay attention or you'll end up, meeting one-on-one with the devil himself.
Thank you, sir.
Now, I would like to ask you, of the following notable mobilians, who do you think is most likely to end up encountering the great horned beast? Would that be Mike Callahan, Johnny Gwynn, Rob A. Spiewak, or your big fat mama?
Oh, dadgummit!
Oh. That's sneaky. That one was sneaky right there. I didn't see that one coming right there.
Sock Cop, you're saying it as if it's admirable.
No. It's a bad thing. It's a terrible, horrible thing. I'm
If
just saying. I didn't see it coming.
If somebody was able to blow by you at 100 miles an hour and then slip behind some shrubs and you couldn't find them, and you're going to, they were sneaky.
No.
Well, hats off to them.
I could go behind shrubs.
All right, be in my corner.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm in your corner. I'm just saying he snuck up on me. That's all I'm saying.
All right, do we have any other? Well, let me check the clock. Ooh, Ooh, the hour draws nigh for the creeps out there. Ooh. Let's see, another call. Hello, caller. Are you there? All right, we're out. Oh, there's no more.
Yeah.
Hello.
I wanted to ask you a question about that mask you're wearing.
Hang up on this
Can I ask you a
person.
question about that mask?
Hang up on them. What is going on?
He's a new guy. We're working him in.
All right, here's the story. We have a new person on the phones. Now, of all the jobs here, where do you want to put the rookie?
That's a good point.
You want to put him on aiming a camera or turning up the volume? Or do you want to put him as the gatekeeper, keeping perverts from out? It's just ridiculous what has happened tonight. All right, another call. Hello?
Uncle Henry.
Yes.
I'm a trucker. I go by LG, not LD. I transport all kind of commodities throughout the Southeast. Mainly right now, I'm taking cryogenic liquids, and I'm out in front of Dr. Bender's office, and I need somebody to sign for this liquid nitrogen. He's going to attempt to cool scup your big fat mama.
Could you stop it? Oh. What is going on? What is going on?
Oh.
What is going on?
Oh.
You know, Sock Cop, this is almost as bad as last week's set of calls. We so far have not had a sane call that I can remember. Am I right? No. Have we had one?
They're pretty bad. I agree.
We haven't had even one. Where are the nice people? Where are the, you know what? This show might be on too late.
Yeah, maybe.
You know?
Maybe we should come on a little earlier.
Maybe I should have done the show at like 6 p.m. so that we could get normal, well-adjusted individuals calling in. All right, is there another call? All right, hello, caller.
Hey there, Mr. Henry, Mr. Sock. It's Sprint Tugboat here.
Hey, it's Tugboat.
Just
How's it
calling
going,
into-
Tugboat? Yes, the DDOs.
It's going great. It's going great. If you don't know me, I used to work for Mr. Sock for a little while back. Wanted to call talking about the running for president in 2016. I just wanted to say if you want to do it again, you got Tugboat for a VP.
I appreciate that, Tugboat. See, Tugboat used to be my personal security guard back in the day.
Now, because you're Sock Cop,
right?
Now, is this a human or is this an actual boat?
No, he's a human.
Well, I had to ask.
No,
I didn't know.
That's a fair question. Fair question.
It's a very fair question indeed. But I'm not here to talk about anybody's matriarchal lines. I just wanted to let you know you need a VP, Mr. Sock.
Oh, I've been waiting for cover to clock.
It just turned 9 o'clock. Are we going to keep going?
Happy 9 o'clock to you.
Happy 9 o'clock, Tugboat.
All right, we have a lot of calls?
Tons of calls.
All right, we're going to keep going a little bit past. Can you stay a little bit longer?
I can stay as long as you want me to.
We're going to go a little bit longer. Now, Tugboat was the closest thing we've had to a sane person. And I do like the nickname Tugboat. That is a lovable, does he wear overalls?
I've seen him wear overalls once, but that's not like his normal
That's
thing.
just the image.
That's just, yeah, no, that comes to mind.
All right, let's take a few more. I want to see if we can get a sane person. Hello. Hello.
Good evening. I have a question for the sock cop there.
Oh, I got a good feeling about this one. Hey, how's it going? Yeah.
No, how long have you been a cop?
Well, I've been a cop for a very long time. The timeline gets messed up. There is time travel involved, but we'll just say many, many years.
Well, so, I mean, have you done like traffic? You do like, different things?
No, just the traffic. I stop the speeders. That's pretty much it.
So you never been like a vice, did you ever go like undercover where you were like fishnet stocking cop or anything like that?
No. I've gone undercover a few times to break up a few, underground speeding rings. But other than that, I pretty much just stopped speeders.
Oh, no, nothing real in depth then, eh?
No, not a lot. You know, some people say, you know, they came and filmed that TV show Cops. You know, they followed me around for a couple days, and I said, "Hey, fellas, when's that episode airing?" And they said, "All you did was stop speeders. It didn't make good TV." And I was like, "What? Are you idiots?" And I'm glad that show's canceled now, right? I think it's canceled. I hope they canceled it because they're idiots over there.
Well, maybe like, you know, if you shoot some tires out or something like that, you know, make it interesting.
Well, no, it is interesting. Stopping speeders is the most interesting thing that you can do. This is what I don't understand. You know, it's a gateway crime.
Yeah, but it's the way you stop them. It's the way you stop them.
Hang up on this guy. Hang up on him. Hang up on him.
No, I see what you're saying.
Hang up on him.
But it's not a movie. I'm not making a movie. I'm stopping crime.
That guy, thank you. Thank you. You asked some good questions. You were boring. You gave me a chance to take a sip of water. That was wonderful. Then the questions were good. Have you ever watched, one of my favorite shows to watch is Live PD.
Live PD?
Have you ever watched it?
No, I've never seen that. I've never seen that show. What are they? Is it sort of like the cop show?
Similar, yes.
Oh, okay.
All
but
right.
they just do it live? So you see them like doing the paperwork and stuff like that?
We'll have to get into it later.
Oh, okay.
All right, any other callers? Hello?
Oh, hey, Uncle Henry, thank you for calling.
All right, hang up on this person. Hang up on him. Hang up on him. Is there anybody else? Hello? Hello? Caller.
Yes, I'd like to ask a question to Sock Cop.
Hey, that's me. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, how do you write tickets, Sock Cop?
Well, you know, with a pen, I got a pad and things like that. Or if you know, if there's a whole bunch of speeders in a row, I do have a little dispenser. I call it my ticket gun, and I go and shoot out some tickets at people that are pre-autographed.
Where do you keep your ticket gun?
Well, it's down in this area over here, down below that area.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's in like a little holster type of thing. I didn't bring it with me because I know Uncle Henry wouldn't be speeding, but you know, I got it out in the car ready just in case somebody you know, goes flying by.
If you ever have to lock up anybody, do you have handcuffs?
Well, you know, I usually don't do that, but I have used handcuffs every once in a while. And there's a pretty good technique that I've actually patented it, and it's sort of like you grab the little things and you just go just like that, and then you could put the handcuffs on pretty much anybody. It's pretty great.
Oh, I'd like to see that.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, maybe we could have a cup of coffee one of these days or something.
All right, enough. Enough with this.
That was going down a bad road.
Cut off that lady.
I just like making friends.
Cut her off.
I just like making friends is all. I'm sorry about
Come
that.
on now. You're not supposed to get all hot and bothered with a sock.
Says you.
All right, Sock Cop, what is it? What now? Obviously, there are some people that want to go out on a date with police officers. What is that like? Have you encountered this in your career?
Well, you know, there was a time where I would go on the Tinders. Have you ever seen the Tinders? It's like a telephone application.
I've heard of it, but no.
Okay.
I would not do that.
I would go on there and, you know, do the swipings left or right, whichever one was good. And, you know, I had a couple cups of coffee, but other than that, it wasn't too great. I got to tell you, not a lot of people share my interest in going at a reasonable speed. A lot of people want to go too fast.
All right. See, it's a deal breaker for Sock Cop.
Total deal breaker.
Any other calls? All right. Hello, caller.
Hello, Sock Cop.
Well, hey, how's it going?
Do you ever administer punishment?
What? Do I ever?
Give punishment?
Do you ever give punishment?
Well, yeah, like you know, I write tickets and things. That's like a punishment. That's a punitive damage, yes.
No, I need punishment.
All right, hang up on this. What was that all about?
Whoa.
Look. Are there any other calls? Hello, caller.
Your big fat longer in a bikini.
Stop it! Stop it!
I don't think that was the real Woody Woodpecker.
Woody Woodpecker. You know, people. You know, the worst cartoon literally of all time.
You don't like the Woody Woodpeckers?
It was stupid.
Why? He's a woodpecker. It's
Have you ever
hilarious.
watched it?
I've seen it, yeah.
All right, Woody Woodpecker has some enemy in his cartoons, and he hands him sticks of dynamite.
Right, yeah. That's a good
That's not what a woodpecker does.
That is not what a woodpecker does. A woodpecker bashes its face into a tree all day.
Exactly.
Which is hilarious.
No, it's not.
That is funny. You ever see them?
I've seen, I like.
It's hilarious.
I like real life woodpeckers, but I don't like the cartoon woodpecker. It's stupid. All right, is there any other calls? All right, hello, caller.
Hey, Uncle Henry, how are you doing? This is Scotty from ScottyWhite.com.
Scotty of ScottyWhite.com.
Hey,
How
Scotty.
are you?
Love that guy.
How are y'all doing? I am thoroughly enjoying the show, minus the crazy calls you've got, but I've got a normal one for you.
Oh, I'm excited.
I know that Uncle Henry is a big fan of Smokey and the Bandit. Sock Cop, I want to know, do you root for Smokey or the Bandit in that movie?
Oh, Smokey, 100%. Yeah, no, the Bandit, he says he's speeding.
He's breaking the law.
Yeah, he's breaking all kind of laws. He's, he's bootlegging, doing the whole thing. So, yeah, no, I'm Smokey all the way.
Smokey all the way.
All the way, 100%. What was his name? Ernest T.
Well,
whatever?
I respect that.
Love that guy.
Is that like a dream scenario for you to catch your own bandit?
If I could catch a guy in a Trans Am with what's the name? With the
Sally Field.
Yeah, Sally, with old Sally
Sally Field.
Field in the passenger seat. Yeah, no, I have had a dream about that once or twice. I have.
Well, guys, keep up the good work. Keep up the good show and enjoy it.
Hey, Scotty White.
Yes, sir.
Outstanding question.
Oh, that was great.
That was outstanding.
That was great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Scotty White of ScottyWhite.com. Smokey and the Bandit. You know, it came out the same year as Star Wars.
Did it really?
And it was going to be the #1 movie of that year until that stupid Star Wars ruined it.
Oh.
If it weren't for Star Wars, then Smokey and the Bandit would have been the top movie of that year. So
It should
that's
have been.
one of the many reasons I will always hate Star Wars.
Well, I do
It
too.
blotted out, it eclipsed Smokey and the Bandit and Southern culture.
What?
Are there any other calls? Hello, caller.
Yes, I was wondering if Sock Cop had any interests outside of writing speeding tickets, any hobbies or anything.
Oh, that's a very good question. Yeah, actually, I do. I try to stay fit in between patrol. I do parkours. That's it's like a French sort of thing where you run around on buildings and bounce off of stuff. I'll give you an example. You just sort of like this microphone right here. You can just sort of parkours.
Yeah.
Parkours, and that's how I stay fit. I do that, and I do the Periscope shows. I enjoy talking to the peoples, and I enjoy drinking Dr. Peppers.
All right, hang up
Well,
on
thank
that
you very
guy.
much.
Hang
Well,
up on
thank
that
you,
guy.
Thank you very much. Yeah,
That was a good question, though. Parkour.
Yeah, parkour. You never parkour?
I don't like it. It just looks like it's almost vandalism. People
No.
jumping around on. They're jumping on. They didn't build those buildings.
What's not the Incredible Hulk jumping around on stuff?
But there's
It's
still,
just the
that's somebody is paying a mortgage on this building, and there's some freak flipping around on the railings and jumping all over, and it's a liability issue. They fall, they hurt themselves, they're going to sue the person that owns the building.
That's against the parkourer's code.
Sick. All right, we're getting close to wanting to end the program, right, Johnny?
We have a couple more calls.
Oh, you want a couple of more calls? All right. Hello. All right, hang up on that. Oh, no, we need to keep doing the show. There's another call.
Very important information coming.
Are there any real calls? Hello, caller.
Oh, yes. My name back, Dick. Sock Cop is my legal brother. We are also friends for 37 years.
Oh, yeah.
He told me, call in, to tell you that I have 3 wives, and you put all wives together, they still not weigh as much as your big fat mama.
Dadgummit! No more calls. No more. All right, we're gonna end it. That was enough. Sock Cop, you have been an outstanding guest.
Oh, well, thank you so much. You've been an outstanding host, and I'm glad to be
Well,
here.
thank you for that. We want. Let's give some plugs. People can find you on Periscope. They just look for. All you've got to do on Twitter or Periscope is type in Sock Cop, and this will pop up because he was so popular. He was almost the sock, the whatever
Periscope
puppet of the
Rudy.
year.
Yeah. Almost. I was
Yeah,
close.
so look for him on Periscope and Twitter, and you'll find him there. And the Sock Cast on iHeartRadio, on the iHeartRadio app, the Sock Cast.
That's right.
Other plugs, deepfriedstudios.com has great podcasts.
Yes.
Earlier we had the bedtime story about the bald-headed lawyer. He's got a podcast. The name is difficult to pronounce, but it's on there, channeling something. Channeling Atticus. Deepfriedstudios.com. Also, Cheers to Business. Just a lot of great podcasts at deepfriedstudios.com. And, of course, I have been exiled to AM radio where I will never be released. And you will find me there until I die at News Radio 710 WNTM every weekday morning. Let's end the show. Please, please end the show. And take me off camera. Goodbye. Turn it off. Take me off camera. Don't make me get up and walk off. Is it over? End it while I'm sitting here. Just end it. Turn it off. All right, we're done. Thank you for watching.
Dadgummit, I wish I could just